And we are live. Hello. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm going to try and switch up the format a little bit. So I'm going to do a little intro here as I do. And I'll be right back. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Sunday. One more week and then it is Christmas. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. It's been cool. It's been rainy here in Florida. As you come in, please, love to have you say hello, even if you're in the bushes. Welcome. Welcome in. Let's see here, popping in. I hope you all will enjoy this topic today. We'll see how it goes. Lots of opinions about this. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to show some clips too. I'm going to try to start integrating some little videos and things like that that are examples of kind of what I'm talking about. So I hope that you will enjoy that and participate. Always is interactive with what I share. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see everyone. Let me say hello as folks come in. If you are new here, I am She Fires, all about self-defense, mainly with a firearm. Please do hit the like button as you come in, please. I would appreciate it. If you're watching this on replay, thank you. Please do leave a comment. And I would like to welcome, if you were a part of the live last week, Mantis is a sponsor. So I will continue to promote them through the end of this month. They've been a great collaborative alliance for the channel. And so I just wanted to extend my thankfulness and gratefulness for them supporting the channel and doing multiple giveaways. If you've been with me since I started going live, and even when I first started my channel, they donated to my subscriber audience. So I'm very appreciative to them. And so they will continue through 2023 to be our live sponsor. And then in the new year, happy to report, very excited to report, I'll spill my beans then, that we have a new sponsor that will be sharing in January. So hopefully I don't have to repeat that. I see folks popping in. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Let me remove this so that I can add the comments. Thanks for everyone who popped in early at the top of the hour. I know I have to go at 6:05. It just gives me a couple extra minutes just to compose myself. So welcome, Mike. Let's see. Mike White, first to pop in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. You changed your logo. Hi, Time Machine. Good to see you. Anthony, good to see you again. Remember you popping in before. Yes. Oops. Trigger happy. Hi, Kenny Love Guns. Kenny loves guns. Sorry about that. I didn't have my Red Bull this afternoon, okay? I'm working with straight lemonade, so we'll see if I fumble with my words. But good to see everyone. It'll be raining here. Yeah, it rained like all day yesterday. But it was good. It was needed. Hi, Clover Tag. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Yes, it was on my hit list. And I'm going to try to do a better job in the new year of formulating topics, but it was definitely on my hit list. I just didn't know when I wanted to discuss it, but now is a perfect time, right? Especially if people might be getting more firearms or extra firearms in the holiday season, in the new year, really taking their self-defense with the firearm into their own hands, making sure that they have a reminder of the firearm safety rules that they should be familiar with. Because I know when I first started shooting and just having fun with it, and even when I started taking it more seriously, didn't really follow. Well, I followed them, but I didn't really remember and know These are the four. I know that there are others. Let me put that out there. I know that there are other rules, but these are the top four primary, universal, whatever term they use, that is often shared. So we'll get into it. I will make no assumptions that people know what those are. So I invite everyone to join me. Hi, Virginia Bushcrafter. Good to see you. Welcome in. Good to see you. Miss Sheila, good to see you. Welcome in. Yes, thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate that. Misty Wayne, good to see you. Awesome. I look forward to it. Mrs. Wayne, if you missed it, she was the winner of the C&H optic. They have the red and the green, and then they had a multi-color, multi-option, and she opted for the red. So look forward to seeing that in your video, in the video. Thanks so much. Hi, Mike White again. Okay, let's see. See, I didn't have my Red Bull. I said hello to you already. Hi, Viejo. Good to see you. Good evening, Keith Gregory. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to roll right into the topic. Like I said, I have a couple example videos that we're going to share, since there's only 4 that I will cover. So, spreading that out over our live, or the live tonight. I thought it would be nice to have some examples that we can see and kind of talk about. VAR. I like that little star there. How'd you get that right there? Welcome in. You are a new name. Appreciate you being here. Welcome. Hope you will enjoy the topic and stay a hot minute. Tilly Withstand, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yes, we want to make sure we welcome in all the new folks. I appreciate you guys very much for coming in. Always love the old heads. Sorry, I'm calling you old heads that have been with me for a while, since I started the channel, since the beginning of the year. Appreciate you. Hi, Joe Vacu. Good to see you, Joe Vacu. Brittany, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you. Ladies in the chat, I love it. Tactical Fud, good to see you. And as I kind of go through in the new year, I've been kind of working in the back end, behind the scenes, trying to make the live a little bit more efficient and adjust the formatting of the live in the new year. So you'll see some changes that I'll be making just to make it a better viewing experience for you, which does play into the part of me saying hello to everyone. I want to make sure that I'm not distracting, especially when I have a topic to go over. So I probably will scale that back and say hello to folks like at the very beginning. And then if you have comments and things like that, then I'll pop them up and we can talk about that kind of stuff. But just want a little seamless, and I want you to have a nice live experience with me. So I hope that that's welcomed. As we make some hopefully positive changes. My intention is to make positive changes for the lives. So thank you so much for being here. Nazri Naz, new name. Hello, welcome in. New name, welcome in. Thanks for everyone for hitting the like button and welcoming in all the new folks. I hope that you all had a great weekend. At the end of the live, I do want to talk about next week, because next week is Christmas Eve, and wanted to see who was going to kind of be hanging around. I probably will still go live, but I recognize people are going to be busy, traveling, hanging out, having a good time, not online. So I'll just do a pulse check at the very, very end. I'll still go live, but it'll be nice to see how I will play that live, if I'll just make it kind of fun. Won't cover any serious topics. I'll save that for the new year. And so you won't miss anything, but, if you want to hang out with me, come join. And that's the case for New Year's Eve as well, because, we wrap about 7:30 Eastern Standard Time anyway. So still time, even if you're getting ready, if you're going out for a fun affair, you can listen to the live and join in that way. However you can pop in, I appreciate it. Okay, so wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yes. We're going to roll right into the 4. I kind of put the, I struggle, okay? When I go and try to pull up a shared screen. So disclaimer, that might happen, but I believe I'm organized as I can be. So I appreciate everyone's patience in advance. And I will. Here's what we're talking about today. Pop this up. The 4 primary firearm safety rules. As I said before, there are others, but these are ones that are most familiar to folks that they call it the universal primary firearm safety rules. I think there are maybe like 5 others. I know there's someone in the chat will correct me. So I'm going to dive right into that. Let's make sure. Hi, Gizzard Gary. Good to see you. Just in the nick of time. I'm changing screens now so that I can hop over here. All right, so everything that I share here is fair use information just for commentary, review. All rights go to all the videos that I pop up to share, okay? Just want to say that in advance, since we're going to be showing some news clips and then clips of that others have shared on these topics, okay? So the first one, and I don't think they're in a particular order, but they do have an order that I've always observed when I've looked them up, is to treat every firearm as if it is loaded. I know I'm not alone. We've seen those stories of people, oh, I thought it was empty. And, either they did or they almost did shoot someone, right? So I know that when we go to places and we can, we go to like a gun store or gun range, they always, when you're renting specifically, let me give this example. They hand you the firearm, but before they give you the firearm, they clear it and make sure it's clear right there in front of you. And that should always be like the standard practice. And then when they hand it to you, you should also do the same thing. And this is the case if you're out at a range with a buddy, you're out someplace else with someone else, and they're like, yeah, try this, handle this, check out this firearm, it's empty. And we have to do our due diligence to make sure that the firearm is clear. Even if we saw that person, your friend, the gun rental guy, gal, whomever it might be, clearing it, you do it too. There's been many, many stories of, I thought it was clear, and then they went to handle it and it wasn't, or they were told it was clear and it wasn't. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to show you all 4 of the rules so you can kind of see it, and then I'll go back in and we talk about it. And I'm going to go to the site, the nssf.org site, so you can kind of see it. I don't want you to think, for anyone who's unfamiliar with what I'm sharing, to know that this is what we're going to be covering here, okay? So, and you see this first one right here. I don't know if you can see my pointer, but they don't have treat every firearm as if it's loaded as the first one. So the order varies, but I like that one first. Always keep your firearm pointed in the safe direction. Like I said, I'm going to share videos of situations where people did not do that. Treat all guns as though they are loaded, what we're talking about right now. Keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to shoot. And then always be sure of your target and what is beyond it. So that's what we're going to kind of walk through. And I'm going to show you some examples of situations where that was not the case, or something crazy did happen, and why these rules are really, really important if you are a gun owner, okay? Familiarize yourself with these. And I know many of you all in the chat, I'm not gonna pop over yet, very familiar with those, okay? But I'm making assumptions that there is an audience who is unfamiliar with those. So I want to make sure we cover all of those, okay? So let me share. See if I can do this here. All right, I'm sharing my screen. This first one, treat every firearm as if it is loaded, okay? So let me share. I'll make myself little. Thank you for your patience as I share this one. Okay. Oof. All right. Oh, okay, I did it with ease. So let's watch this one. Is that clear for everyone? I wonder if I hide this, if I can get it back. All right, let me just do it this way. I may have to make this one just bigger. Not that way, this way. All right, everyone can see that clearly? Tell me so, tell me. Just want to make sure before I play it. All right, I put in the right time stamp. Let's see, it's supposed to be 14. There we go. I'll watch the chat to see if you can hear it.
Zola, the suspect admitted to police that he shot the victim, but says he did not know the gun was loaded. Now, that's according to this probable cause statement that we got as soon as the courthouse opened an hour ago. In the documents, police say a witness saw 18-year-old Sean Long pick up a gun.
Nazri, thank you so much. Not loud enough?
And saw it go off.
Okay, let me see. Let me go back over here.
Involuntary manslaughter and armed criminal action. In this statement, police say
What
they
about
interviewed
now?
Long
Let me go
yesterday.
back here. Let me go back.
Reading him his Miranda rights, Officer Zola, the suspect admitted to
Let's turn it
police
up.
that he shot
Okay, is that better?
but says he did not know the gun was loaded. Now, that's according to this probable cause statement that we got as soon as the courthouse opened an hour ago. In the documents, police say a witness saw 18-year-old Sean Long pick up a gun, pointed at 18-year-old Roberto Lauer, and saw it go off. Prosecutors charged him last night with involuntary manslaughter and armed criminal action. In this statement, police say they interviewed Long yesterday. After reading him his Miranda rights, officers say he admitted to pointing the gun at Lauer in a, quote, playful manner. That's when it went off, but Long says he didn't know it was loaded. Lauer was found dead a bit before 10 o'clock Monday night in the home on Irma Drive. We also learned in these documents that police found 2 guns in that home, along with 1 spent shell casing. Zola, neighbors we spoke with say the 2 were best friends, and they heard what sounded like tumbling down the stairs around the time of this incident.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that really quickly, hop over here. So I was watching that earlier, and treating every firearm, you see how critical it is. Like, they were friends and something bad happened. Like, they just, oh, we're just handling, like, it's not a toy. It's not a toy. And then you're at your home. It's not like you're at the range. Like, why are you playing with it and showing things? So wanted to show you that. I'm going to move on to the other one. Let me roll here. Very similar situation. Let's see if I can share it this way. So I'm going to pop over each time, just so that I can see the chat and see if anyone has any comments. Okay, so as I show you each one, after this video, we're going to move on to the next rule. Okay, share this one. This one's the next one in order. Yes. Okay, make sure its volume's up. Make sure it's all the way up. There you go.
All right. I have here a Sig Sauer P290, made in America. Very, very, very nice concealable gun. Slide locks back, pushing up here. Very easy drop. You got your hammer.
It's a scary thing to watch. He reacted.
Okay, so before I move on to the next one, you can see, if you saw from the video, he still had had a magazine in, right? When you are attempting to clear it or think it's clear, you always take the magazine out first, right? Take the magazine out first, and then you clear it. Because when you do that and something flies out, you'll know, oh shoot, something was in there. But he was trying to clear it with a magazine that had a round in it. So, and you can see how shocked, you can see his face, but imagine how shocked he was. Imagine if someone else was in the room with him, if he pointed it at someone, right? Always, always, always assume it is loaded. Even if you checked it an hour ago, you checked it yesterday, always double check it. Okay, so we're going to, I just saw your comment. Exactly. Like, well, he seemed so confident that the firearm was clear. You see how easy it is in an instant, how that can change. All right, so the next one is, let me pop over here, is keep your muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Yes, so I'm going to share. I'm sure many of you seen. My Red Bull, where are you? You may have seen the video of the gentleman who was out at the range with his friend. Let me pull that up here. I'm going to be struggling. I'm going to be struggling the whole time. Let me just tell you that in advance. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me share. I appreciate you all anyway. All right, let me see. Let me go back. Yes, okay. There you go. Play.
It's a scary thing to watch. He reacted perfectly. He was quick, he was very professional, and he was very direct. He disarmed the gentleman, cleared the weapon, and evacuated them from the range. So after they had the incident, we took them in the lobby. We recapped with them what rules they broke at our range, and then we got their stuff for them, and then we banned them for life.
My journey with my teeth started.
It's a scary thing to watch. He reacted perfectly. He was quick, he was very professional, and he was very direct. He disarmed the gentleman, cleared the weapon, and evacuated them from the range. So after they had the incident, we took them in the lobby. We recapped with them what rules they broke at our range, and then we got their stuff for them, and then we banned them.
Okay, I had to play that again because what? Why would you even do that? That's poor training. I just got a firearm and I like go in the range and shoot, and I don't respect the firearm, and I don't respect my friend to do something like that. Like, did anyone not see that in the news? That's scary. Who knows if it was loaded or not either? Like, thank goodness that the RSO was literally on his neck. And and these are the people who are beside us when we go to the range. We talked about that before. Keep your head on a swivel, especially in those tight quarters. I know many people don't like the indoor range for that reason. I don't blame you, but thank God that RSO observed. They were probably doing silly things before that anyway, so he was very close. Johnny on the spot. Yeah, I see. Yes. Anyone not hear about or see that? All right, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Let me make sure. Let me go over here. Thank you for your patience. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. This happens like with the new shooters also. I'm gonna show. There's a lot of videos. I just grabbed just a few, but there's a lot out there of people, especially new shooters. I have found that when they're done shooting, they go to pull the firearm back. They still have their finger on the trigger. It's empty, but they still have their finger on the trigger. The trigger discipline is lacking. Training matters. So let me share. I have them on the playlist, so hopefully, let me see here. Let me go into the next one. This one got a lot of attention, so let me spare you from the commercials. I'm going to show this in a second. Okay. This one got a lot of attention here, so let me share this one. Thank you for your patience. Okay. It wouldn't be me without some technical difficulties. Hopefully. I'm back. Yes. Okay, my battery died on my laptop. Okay. Thanks everyone for your patience. All right, let me continue here. I know this is me. Okay, for good or for bad. Let me share. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay. I was teasing you so you could see. Being excited about it. Let's see.
Keep the trigger gun, roll your palms together. So both your hands are going to sit on the left-hand side of the pistol. You're going to lock out both your arms. You're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action. And that's like trigger pull.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that before? That video? That was an instructor. Why was he so far away? First, many things. He was operating a firearm, trying to demonstrate how to use it, I guess. And he was so far out of the bay that I'm surprised the RSO didn't say you can't, because you're not supposed to be like handling your firearm outside of like a certain area. So I don't know if they trusted that guy, that he knew what he was doing. Obviously he did not, but that's scary. He literally could have blown his face off, right? And then he was embarrassed. His face said everything. Yes. Oh my goodness. Never mind what happened there. That was a little keep you on your toes in suspense for the next video I wanted to share with you. That's what that was. All right, so this next one, similar, keeping your finger off the trigger. Let me make sure that I am not sharing. Okay. This is, make sure I'm at the proper time stamp. 48 seconds. I just want to spare you all from this. You probably have seen it before, but for anyone who hasn't, very important to see. And for some reason, it has Spanish subtitles, so I must have grabbed a really fun one, a different one. I know. Oh, boy. All right, let me hop over here. You may have seen this one before, but for anyone who hasn't, watch this dude
in his left pocket. We have audio on this one. Let's listen in.
I have no clue. They walked out like, I don't know. I'm guessing so. That was loud for being the door. Yeah. What was that? I have no clue. I'm working on Blvd. All right. God damn.
We've seen enough, right? Have you seen that one? Yes. So I don't know what that dude was doing. First of all, was his firearm in a holster, which is a no-no, just dropping it in your pocket. A loose pocket at that, some loose shorts. And he had no choice but to play it off. Like, oh, I don't know. He was a good actor, right? I don't know what happened. Careless, dangerous, insanity, blaming it on someone who walked out. Like, he could have shot his foot off. So, side note, please ensure that you have your firearm in a proper holster. However you choose to carry, be as responsible as you can be, but definitely in a holster, not stuck in your pants, stuck in a pocket, stuck in your hoodie, kangaroo pouch. That's the safest way to be the most responsible gun owner is in a holster, right? Oh my gosh, I know. Look at your comments. Yeah. I don't know if anyone didn't see that. Yeah, good point, Gary. Nothing should be in your pocket either. Yes. I know, especially for us ladies, we have a lot of stuff in our purses and such. So making sure you have an appropriate bag is essential and key. We have keys, we have pens, lipstick, mask, all that stuff shoved in our bag. You don't want your firearm mixed in with that, and especially not in a holster, even if it's a revolver, which I don't recommend for first-time firearm. Well, we talked about that before. I don't recommend it. Okay, so we're going to hop over to the next one. There were several, so I'm just going to show just a few more of these. Make sure. As I kind of did my research, there were so many that I had never viewed before. So I can't, at least a dozen I found. So I said I will spare them. They can view at their leisure, but insanity. Okay, here's the next one. We gotta watch that one again. Can you see that? Oh, am I not sharing? Okay, here we go. All right. This dude. Ouch. Let's just watch that one more time. That one looks like it went off twice, right? And I don't know if he was holding it properly. I don't know if he was left-handed and he was just holding it not securely, which is another reminder. First of all, he almost shot his face off, right? Training. But another reminder to make sure that you're handling a firearm that you can handle for just what it is, that you can properly hold and get a good grip on. Like, you're responsible for your firearm. And oh, it slipped out. Like, I'm going to show you a video at the very, very end of that happening to a lady. Okay. That's why I always recommend, please go to the gun store and rent out. Get it, touch it in your hands. Like, if I like going to the gun shows because I can touch and feel before I even attempt to go to a gun store and rent it out. Like the gun shows, because they have them all laid out. You can say, okay, this fits nicely. The grip's nice. I can, rack the slide with ease. If it's a revolver, like, can my thumb, like all of that, like, touch and feel before you even take it to the range, and then say, okay, I know what this feels like. Now I want to attempt to shoot it in whatever it's 9mm, 45, 40, whatever your pleasure might be. But the first step is making sure how it feels in your hand. If you can handle it and you want to handle it, it's very, very important. Okay, I'm gonna share this next one. I wasn't sharing it the first time. I was watching on my own, so I apologize for that. But I'm going to push the right button this time. Okay. Similar negligent discharge. I don't know if you caught that, but he was pulling it back. If you caught that, he was pulling it back and was done shooting, but he did try to, push it back out, but he still had his finger on the trigger. And so it surprised him. That is what we want to avoid. As soon as you're done shooting and you're pulling it back, retreating, your finger immediately comes out of the trigger area, right? This is the other one. I don't know if I have a timestamp on this one. Let me see. Oh, gosh. All right, I'm going to have to play it from where I think it might be. But this is a situation where a man comes into the store and assumes that the firearm is clear. The gun store says, please do not manipulate, touch, handle it in the store. And he does it anyway. So he gets what's coming to him. Nothing bad happened, but it goes off. Like, come on now. All right, let me share my screen. Hopefully I'm playing at the right point.
Near the cash register of the store. He says it's that customer's negligence that could have led to someone getting hurt. Exposing a firearm in a store?
We always assume that you have a loaded gun.
Aaron Forum, owner of Shoot Center, says a customer did just that Friday morning when he was discussing an ammo purchase inside the store in Cape Coral.
At some point, the customer, who was a left-handed shooter, reached for his pocket and went to pull out a firearm. Staff member told him not to do it.
He says the customer didn't listen, accidentally shooting his handgun at the ground, leaving behind this bullet hole.
This is a constant concern of ours, which is why we just have a blanket zero tolerance policy.
A policy shown right here as customers walk in. Aaron says the store provides free holding cases for those that come to the store with loaded guns, but says this customer in particular was uneducated on gun safety.
You really don't know what you don't know. So I doubt that customer realized how negligent he was being.
Aaron says store employees were quick to take the gun away, unload it, and ask the customer to leave, banning him from the store for good. Afterwards, Aaron took to Facebook to highlight gun safety.
Store policy for exposed firearms.
Reminding the public the store offers.
I'm not sure where I stopped it, so hopefully that I cut it off in the right spot. I tried to do front and back end, and I didn't do that. So you got the gist of it, right? Like, even when you go in, you want to go make a purchase, you see someone at the counter touching. I ease my way, not along even the line that they're on. I step back. I don't know where that firearm came from. Could have been theirs or one that they're showing from the display. I keep a happy distance. Yeah, never ever finger on the trigger. The trigger. Like, why do people? It's like, I got this. I'm an instructor. I'm an RSO. I'm, law enforcement, military, like all these things, but basic principles still apply. You're still a human being at the end of the day. You're still a basic, normal human being at the end of the day. Removing all those titles, just make people, if you believe it, you got it. Make other people feel comfortable. Like, I practice safety, safe firearm handling, and let me show it to you. That's the least that we can do, right? Even if it's not for us, it's for the other person, to make them feel comfortable that we know the proper rules. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me share this next one. Let's see here. Let me see which one this one is. Let's see if I make sure it's not. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. So we're going to move on to the next rule, because this one falls into that one. Anyone have any comments, any thoughts? Have you seen like most of these videos? If you haven't, like, this is a reminder. I know a lot of people might be taking off between, now or Christmas and New Year's, and you might want to go to the range, which is a beautiful thing. Make sure that you are, aware of your surroundings and watching people. The fourth one is know your target and what's beyond it. And that's the video I want to show, making sure you are responsible for every round that comes out of your firearm. And knowing what your target is and knowing what is behind it matters. You will be held responsible for that. So I want to share a couple videos on that. I know people kind of get antsy when you're in apartments and places where in close quarters, condos, where you don't have sufficient space, like right across. You know how some houses are made these days, right? It's just like a thin sheet of, what's that called? Dang it, I forgot what it's called. I want to say sheet metal. That's a sheet metal. You know what I'm talking about. It's just a thin piece of paper between you and the next person, because you can hear everything that's going on next door. Okay, imagine if a round went through that wall. Who's gonna tell me what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm talking about. Yes, I love it. Every lawyer has a 100%. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you. See, I was looking for the word. Thank you, Bill Johnson, drywall. I knew that. It just escaped me because I didn't have my red one. All right, so I'm going to share this one here because it does fall underneath this rule, knowing what is beyond the target. And it really does relate to training and practice, because if you're not aiming properly at your target and you're aiming around everything else, you're responsible for that. And that's knowing, where you're aiming, what's around it, what's beyond it. Let me share this one. I saw that paper mache. That's funny. No, not that. Close though. I said just regular paper. Okay. Here we go.
And recording.
Watch this, dude.
Block 22, rapid fire, 30 yards, take one.
Rapid fire.
Don't even hit the target. Too fast. 2. Don't try to shoot that.
You see that dude? He was doing rapid fire, not knowing what he was shooting at. Imagine if he was out in the street and had to defend himself. He could have possibly hit a number of bystanders. Well, he had 2 shots on that target, I think. And how many shots? Is like 15 or so that he was trying to be a cool guy. Like knowing what you're aiming at matters, and getting proper training will help you narrow your focus and hit your intended target. Again, you're responsible for that. My goodness, that's crazy. I like letting off some steam and, having fun, but I'm also not going to shoot to the ceiling, or not intentionally anyway. I won't say that didn't happen when I first started practicing, but, we practice more, we move beyond that. And then this is when I was talking about the walls, and making sure that if you live in a place where there are people that you may not intend on hitting, why it's important to keep your muzzle in a safe direction and keep your finger off the trigger. Let me see. Oh, let me go back and let me set it up here for you before I shift. Yeah, because I have some commercials. Did I time this one? Okay, I did. Oh, thank God. Okay. This is a long one, so I'll make sure I get it where it needs to be. I'll be cutting this one short because it's a 3-minute video, but I'm only going to just show you a little baby snippet of it. If anyone wants any links of what I'm sharing or whatever, please do reach out to me, okay? Here is the next one about the apartment wall.
Any consequences? It was just a normal Thursday night at his apartment for Joshua Henry. Then
my mirror just shattered and fell off the wall spontaneously across from me about 10 feet away.
He didn't think much of it.
I saw that there was a little growth behind the wall that was kind of pressing out and into the mirror. And so my assumption was actually that there was some bad plumbing.
Until a maintenance crew showed up to fix his mirror Friday morning. They told him a bullet went through the wall, coming from the back neighbor's home.
I was not answering the door when it was being knocked on. I have never met this person. Maintenance teams said they've never met this person.
Henry says the maintenance crew called Columbus police and says police got a hold of the neighbor.
So they ask him, do you have a firearm? He says, yes. Was there a discharge last night? He says, yes. Okay. He says, where is that fire, or where is the firearm? He says, which one? I have 7. And so I'm, standing around the corner listening to this. Doesn't feel super comfortable.
Henry says the man told police he was cleaning a gun when the bullet was fired. According to Henry, police say since the bullet did not make it through the wall and the man cooperated, this will be treated as an accidental discharge, meaning no legal consequences.
He said the wording was, it's about the same as if you were to, bump into someone's car. But when I bumped into someone's car before, and both of our cars had to be licensed and registered, and then I had to pay a fine.
Henry asked his landlord if the resident could be evicted.
I don't feel comfortable now living here.
Firearm experts at LEPD Range and Training Facility say there is no room for error when using guns.
I don't want to go any further with that, but I was very surprised at the end of the story that the guy would not have been held responsible or liable in any fashion. And he was so nonchalant based upon the news reporting that, yeah, which one? Which of the 7 are you talking about? The one that went off, bozo. And he was cleaning his firearm. So you're handling your firearm and it's loaded. You're trying to clean it. He could have hurt himself. He could have hurt the neighbor. Thank God that wall was there and then the glass was there, and he had some type of indication from that shattering that something crazy happened, and they found that. That's really scary. And no charges would be pressed against him. That doesn't make any sense to me. I wonder where that is. I know. I didn't get to see. Let me see. Yep, it's Columbus, because of news. It was from NBC4 in Columbus. Crazy, right? What in the world? And treating it as if 2 vehicles got bumped. That's that's the example that you're giving, and why he's not held responsible for that, doesn't make any sense to me. I wouldn't want to live next door to that dude. Okay, so that does conclude the 4, but I wanted to share with you actually 3 other videos that I found that were very interesting about making sure that you are handling the proper firearm and you're holding it properly. Craziness. It's a lady who had a firearm. Let's see here. And basically flew out of her hands. So let me show that here. In a split second, how crazy things can happen. Let me just share before I go any further. Again, fair use. Just sharing this for educational purposes at this point. How important these safety rules are, and we'll review them again. And then if anyone needs anything from me related to this, please let me know. All right, here we go. It's a quick one. I gotta show that again. Like, why? Why would she hold it like that?
In the last step.
Let me just say about that really quickly that I know that people say shotgun is a good firearm to have for home defense, but if anything, that's an important reminder that get the firearm that is best for you and not go off of someone's recommendations that you should get this. And making sure that when you're going to the range that you, if you're unsure, take a class. If you feel any hesitation or discomfort or uncertainty, you know, talk with someone about taking a class, because that lady needed to take something. And I don't even know if whatever her preference is, you know, if a shotgun's her preference, and that's fine, right? But you can't just show up at the gun range and just, I want to rent that and then start, you know, shooting. I feel it's more responsible for you to get proper training first and know how it's going to feel. Maybe a handgun is better for her to start, you know, just to know the impact and how that all, the recoil. And it's not really the RSO's job to instruct and teach. You show up there, it's like a lifeguard, you know, or off-duty, like maybe there's no one there, but you're there, and unless you have a jam, I know sometimes that they'll help like clear a jam for you, but they're just to make sure that you don't hurt yourself or someone else, but they're not there to like instruct, right? Some do, and we're thankful for them, but they're not really supposed to do that. Very, very scary. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to share 2 more, and then that will be it. And I'll go back into the chat. Yeah. My gosh. I forgot to mention that. Thank you. I see your comments. Who was laughing? Was it the person that was holding there were multiple laughs. Like she could have hurt someone and you were laughing about it. And I believe that guy was the RSO. Hopefully he didn't give it back to her. Like I would have been, you can't come back until I get like a certificate that you've taken proper training. That's what it would have been. That's extremely irresponsible. I don't know why they're laughing. I meant to say that too. On my end, I don't have my earbud in, so I can't hear it. I know when I watched it earlier, I did make note of that. Like that was very irresponsible. Okay, let me share these two. Yes. We didn't really talk about warning shots, but warning shots, shooting in the air, those things are not allowed. That is not something you're supposed to do. If you draw your firearm, it's intended to end the threat. It's not like to, what do you call it, brandish and, threaten or intimidate. None of those things. You're not supposed to pull it out in any fashion until you are ready to use it. And shooting warning shots in the air or anything into the ground even, that will get you in trouble. So I wanted to share 2 videos on that. And I know people have mixed thoughts on, like, I've seen comments about that, like shooting the air, fireworks, all of that. It's dangerous. That bullet with the same velocity, it's coming down with velocity to hurt someone and hurt someone permanently. It's not, oh, it's just going to fall like a penny onto the ground. It wouldn't do that. And even on the ground, shooting it into the ground, the shrapnel and all of that could come up and hurt someone. Even into the ground, it's not permitted or a good idea. It's very irresponsible. Unfortunately here, sometimes in Florida, we have situations that happen. Was this in Florida? Let me see if this was in Florida, where people draw their firearm and they shouldn't. Let's take a look at this one.
The last hour, we've learned the driver in this video is now facing more charges. We first showed you the encounter Monday of Eugene Trujillo pointing a gun at another driver on I-64 in Newport News. He was arrested there and charged. Now state police say another driver claims someone pointed a gun at them on I-264 on the same day. Police determining it was Trujillo behind that gun too, just over an hour after that first report. State police charged him with the second count of brandishing a firearm. He's being held at the Newport News City Jail without bond.
So you saw that just that quickly, driving down the road, pulling out this firearm. You're not in imminent threat to draw your firearm. Road rage incident, leave, flee from where you are, get away from that person. I'm talking about the one who drew his firearm. Like, you were not handling the firearm responsibly, and you're not supposed to do that, right? Like, I didn't even see all the counts that he was in jail for, but very irresponsible. This one here, same thing, same but different. I think this is the last one too. Road rage is like crazy. I think we've all fallen into getting upset with someone who cuts you off, but should never go that far. You want to get home to your family. Let's show this one.
Watch yourself. You still got families, bro. Family. Go.
So for me, what I saw is that the guy wanted to like be a badass, lack of a better word, and I got this, and I'm going to threaten you. I cut you off. You see, even when he kind of drove away, it was loud. I don't know if he had like a muscle car. I don't know what word you want to use. use that. But drove away aggressively. Like, he just wanted to intimidate that dude. And afterwards, that guy just stood in the street. I can only imagine what he was thinking. Like, he could be dead right now. You know what I mean? It's the other driver didn't take it that far, but pulling out your firearm is not something that is worth risking your life for, getting a life sentence or 40 years or whatever it might be, and ending someone's life. A lot of hotheads out here. So I'm gonna stop talking now, or I'm gonna pause for a hot second. I really wanted to kind of review this. I knew it would be a little bit shorter because there are only 4 categories I was going to cover. But I wanted to share the very specific examples of where those fall, and some kind of overlap, right? But you get the gist of what I wanted to share. It's very, very scary. And we have a responsibility, if we are firearms owners, to be a positive example of being a responsible gun owner, and helping others. And that's why I like doing these kinds of lives, because a lot of you already know this. You already know what you've probably seen, more than half of those videos. You know what happens. You know what warning shots and, keeping your finger off the trigger, what happens if you don't, all of that. But it's a nice reminder, and you can tell other folks too to be more responsible. Getting a gift card to a range is a great Christmas gift for someone who owns a firearm. If you haven't, like, he has everything, she has everything. Well, how about that? That would be nice to give. Let me go back here. I'm going to go back up through the chat. I might work backwards. Let me see here. Yes, I'll work backwards. I know people are popping out. Thank you, Bill Johnson. Thank you, Drywall. Thank you for helping me out. Good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to say hello to folks that I missed in the first wave, but I do want to thank my Patreons before it gets too late, before I get further into my closeout. You all have been amazing. I wanted to say it now before the end of the year comes. I appreciate you, and the moderators also. We haven't had any sketchy people. I think when I first started going live, we had some folks, had at least someone that was making certain comments, but everyone's been kind of chill, So I respect the space. I appreciate everyone. I have an amazing Fireside community. So if I don't see you before the end of the year, I want to take this time to say thank you for being here. Thank you for the popping into lives and commenting on the videos. I know I got to do a video here soon. The shorts. Appreciate everyone participating in the giveaways. There will be more to come. I want you all to come here and just kind of hang out, but I want to give back. So at random, I might do something. Definitely when the new year begins, I will have some new special, amazing announcements to make. I can't say just yet, but I will have a new sponsor. I'm excited about it. And then I'm going to be making some changes to the live. Okay. So if you have any thoughts, if you have any feedback, I would appreciate hearing them. You can email me. hello@shefires.com is my email address. hello@shefires.com. If you'd like me to do more videos on a specific topic, please do let me know. I am going off my brain of what I think you all may be interested in. And I've enjoyed kind of teetering between gun-related content and things are just about personal safety. I will continue to do that, but I do want to introduce some other stuff as well. But if there's something that you want me to do less of, I want to be able to take that into consideration. Do more of certain things. I will be talking about financial safety in the new year, keeping yourself safe from people trying to take your money. Because I work in technology and deal with that often, making sure things are tightened up and secure. I thought that would be really good to kind of share the things that I do to help keep me safe from any kind of financial risk. You know, QR codes, like all kinds of things related to that, you know. So that is of interest to you. That is something I will be doing in the new year. Every little bit helps, right? Any little tidbit that can help you, or if you're listening to the live and like that's a good tip and someone that you know could use that information, that's my goal, to help you stay safe in your everyday life. Yes, we will have some new firearms coming to the channel. I've been a busy little bee behind the scenes. Thank you to everybody else on that. But I don't mean to ramble on about that, but we're going to have some things. I want to make sure that I am giving you and sharing with you the things that you're interested in. Okay. So please do reach out to me if there's any constructive feedback. I know my lighting has not always been great. I'm working on some things, but anything like that, I'm grateful for it. Take the time to reach out to me. I would appreciate it. Let me say thank you to the folks. Again, thank you. Shout out to Mantis for supporting the channel. I will be doing some giveaways when I announce the sponsor in the new year. Best believe I'm going to have some giveaways for you, just to kick off the new relationship. Okay. But I do want to take a hot second just to acknowledge my Patreons, because they do not have to support me, and they do. So I want to take my moment to thank them. I will be changing the music, okay? But until then. Yes. Okay. I think that's it. Next week, next Sunday, like I said, I will be going live. Would like to, I may do a community post to see who's going to be hanging out next Sunday, same time. And online safety, yes, online protection, data, financial, those types of things are going to be doing in the new year. But if there's any specific topics unrelated to that, or recap on anything that I've talked about since I started going live in August. Oh my gosh, I've been going every week, every Sunday since August. I'm not sure which date it is, but thank you for everyone kind of hanging with me and my laptop dying, you know, just the struggles that I've had. So I appreciate you. I will be doing some new merchandise also. You saw my Is That Simple, which I'll be doing here in a hot second. I just like that. The instructor in that Is That Simple, I'll just share. He is amazing. His name is Kyle. Kyle, he's an NRA instructor, a NAGA instructor, and he instructs. He's just great. But I don't even know if he knows that he's a part of my little cutaway. But whenever I need extra training, whenever I do my training, it's normally with him. Great bedside manner. If you are interested in doing training with folks, I have talked about that. I don't know if I did it in the live, but there is a video out there about how to identify the right training instructor for you, what things to look out for. You know, you have to have a good rapport. You have to feel comfortable that you can ask them questions. That might be something I do as a live. A lot of the content that I had when I started creating content, some of those videos, don't look at them, okay? Don't look at them. But some of those videos have great topics. So I may turn those into live videos or live podcast. I don't know what you call this here. But I may just turn it into a topic that we could talk about in the live format. Yeah. So I hope that you will kind of hang out and stay tuned for that. And let me see here. I think that's it. Let me go through and say hello. I might use the closing, what do you call it? The closing comments to say hello to folks I missed when I started yapping and showing you all those videos. I hope you all like those videos. If there's anything directed at me, please do at me so that I do not miss you. You know my eyes are bad. Oh yeah. Let me see how far I'm going to go up here. I may bounce around. Let me start this comment. I saw some folks I missed. Hi, Ron Wayne. Good to see you. I saw Miss Misty Wayne earlier. Good to see you. I appreciate it. Yes. I hope everyone has a great holiday. We're just going to say hello to folks as you all peel away so y'all can go on with your evening. Thank you to Aries Stan. Yes, we do have some new things. When you get into that, I know how people feel about like tattoos, and you can't just have one, or a Lay's potato chip. You can't just have one. I can see how people are about firearms. So we got something new coming to the channel soon. Yes. Hello, Gamage. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're closing out here. I see you with my eyeballs over here. The numbers are people are going to do their own thing. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. All right, let me make sure to say goodbye, hello to anyone. I know people are peeling out, so no problem here. But if I miss anyone, I appreciate you. If you're watching this again on the replay, please do leave a comment. If there's anything that I missed, anything I didn't cover that was important to mention, please do let me know. Hello, scriptwriter. Hello there. Good to see you. Yes, and I will be posting in the middle of through the week. Would love to engage with you with comments and such. I appreciate you. Good vibes. Hello there. Islam first. Whoever's in here, thanks for hitting the like button as you leave the live. I appreciate it. Videos like these are usually in the news feed, just feed in. Yes, I know. That's why we have to set a positive example and, help to cloud that with positive examples. Thank you, Viejo. Appreciate you. Yes. Thanks, good Gary. Yeah, I knew that some would be familiar, but just want to make sure that it's a little reminder. Sometimes people like the visuals, so it kind of seeps in. Thank you for being here. Thank you, new name. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Yes, I know you're all commenting on the videos that I showed. Yes, that did go off twice. That one, I think that was a revolver, right? Yeah, scary. Or was it just, I don't even know what firearm that was. I don't even know. In the pocket. Did I miss anyone saying hello? Just want to make sure. I'm just going to go all the way up. All the way. Thank you for your patience as I went dark for a hot minute. Oh my God. I knew eventually that would happen. Maybe I'll get a new laptop for Christmas. Hi, Chris from 740. Good to see you. Did you see that faux pas? Did you see my screen go dark? Oh my gosh. I immediately started. Oh, hello, Dale. Dale Pogue. Good to see you. You know why? I didn't have my Red Bull, and I usually do a little tech check, and I didn't do that. So, we'll blame it on that. I don't know. All right. Hi, Jew baby. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I hope that it was of value. Thank you so much. Hi, Letty. Oh, Letty. Good to see you. Letty's a new subscriber. I appreciate you. Letty brought some new eyeballs over here too. Thank you so much. Good to see you. ATM Tam, I missed you. You may have already popped out. Thank you so much for being here. And I think that is... Oh, I did miss some earlier. I apologize for that. Sorry. Hi, Chad Kelly. You're always in these streets, coming from matches. Good to see you. Oh, Christmas party today. Nice. Thank you, Time Machine. Thanks for being here and hanging out. I appreciate your engagement and comments. No worries, Club 49. Always welcome anytime. Appreciate you being here. Keith Gregory. So I have a 6-hour P365. That's the first EDC that I purchased. I've tried different ones as my EDC, but it has to be very small, but also not a lot of recoil. You know, I've tried the Hellcat. Is my brain going? Is my brain going? Yes. Yeah. I've tried some other smaller ones. I won't say. But the recoil is just not good for me. So I'm still on the hunt for an alternative to my SIG, but I love my SIG. It's the first one that I got. I always stay loyal to it. It always will be my default, but you know, I'm exploring some other ones too. But that's the one that I carry. It's hard for me to find a good holster. Tried many. I have one that has the one for over the trigger, and it could be based upon the clothing that I wear. Just doesn't conceal as well some of the other types of holsters. And I still want to have a Kydex. So it's been a challenge. Let me show you what I've had. This is, what's this called? 2A stainless. What's this? E-holster. It just goes over the trigger. And then it has the clip, so I can clip it on my belt. I forgot the word holster. Forgot. I wanted to say invisible holster, but that's not it. So that's what I carry, and I love it. I have like 3 or 4 SIGs now. But I appreciate everyone. Just in the nick of time. We've got 6 minutes left. And I don't think I have anything else to share. Yes, please do connect with me. I'm on Instagram, although that's not being very nice to me. It's not probably being nice to a lot of people. And I just started on Twitter, although I know they have people my age there, but I feel like my brain is just too... and then I'm like, what do I want to... You don't want to know my thoughts all the time. You don't want to know my thoughts at, on paper. So I don't know. Twitter is a little bit different, but I'm on Facebook also. Thank you. My gosh. You're making me sweat over here trying to remember what it is. The Essential Holster. That's what I have on the covers of trigger of my SIG P365. I'm not sponsored by them, but it's been the most ideal one for me. For my body, but I do have a works holster, some other holsters for when I carry it a different way. Thank you for that. Hello, David. Good to see you. Welcome. We're just wrapping up now. Appreciate you popping in. Always welcome. Thank you, Keith Gregory. Thank you for being here. I've seen you roll through a number of my lives. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good night also. Be safe if I don't see you next week or the week after. Yes, I got you. I'm having trouble finding holster stuff. Yes, I'm curious what you have. let me know if I can help. Give some suggestions that you can look to. With a light, without a light, for your body, just at home, whatever it might be, if I can help. Twitter's the best. Oh, Chad, I don't know. Maybe my personality, my brain, I can't do it. I'm forcing myself to do it because now I have the account, so I have to be present. So if you're over there, please do connect with me. I'd love to see you there as infrequently as I am. Okay. And I think that's it. Tread Life, hopefully he comments, but he won the targets, the paper targets, and he has not given me his contact information. So if he doesn't respond, I've reached out to him a couple times. So if he doesn't respond, I may do a giveaway next week or week after of some targets, the square ones. I was trying to show you quickly what that looks like. Oh, here we go. Let me get it right 1 second. They look like this. This is a Crate Tactical, but they look like this. And I think it's like a bundle of 20 or 40 or something like that. I can't remember. But that is one of the giveaways that I gave before. Last week I gave away the Mantis. The week before that, it was the C&H Optic. In the new year, we'll be doing another giveaway. Not quite sure when that will be. I hope I can do it in January. If not, it will be in February. That seems so far away, but it's really not. So I just have to play it by ear. But if he doesn't respond, I may just do a random target giveaway because I already allocated that out to someone, whoever might be interested in that, to encourage you to hit the range. And again, a range membership or a range day is a great certificate or gift card for someone who has everything or you're not quite sure to get. Like we forget about things like that. So yes. Anyway, I found you one thing. Don't like the links. Yes. I can't on Twitter. I'm forcing myself. Oh, the MMP 2.0. That's nice. Very nice. Have you tried the works? No? I'm not sure if you tried the works. If you haven't, let me know. I do have a code for them. Okay, so let me know if you haven't tried them because you can have the light on there. I know there's some other ones out there too, but hi EJM, never late. I am wrapping up though, but I appreciate your pop in. Always welcome. Appreciate your support over on Facebook. I do have a Facebook too. She Fires page. If you're so inclined, you can check me out over there also. I've basically just shared the live streams. Every so often I'll post something. But it's really there's not a lot happening over there, okay? But I am there. You never know. Might be doing something. I might do something special over there just to help increase the traffic over there. Hi, Whiteside Tactical. You're on Twitter. I know, hit or miss, but TikTok is a way to go from what I hear. As much as I if Twitter's here, TikTok is here. Like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And I used to be on Twitter, TikTok. You might find me out there. I haven't closed my account yet, but you gotta be really active. You know, you just gotta be active. I don't think so. Kitty loves guns. I don't think so. If you would, message me. Okay? I'm gonna make sure. I have to write it down so I don't forget. Just message me and I'll see if I could help give you some suggestions. This week we'll renew my concealed here in Pinellas. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, because they're 7 years, right? I think for Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Nice. I'm curious what you have to do for that. Do you have to do anything funny? You just have to send the money and that's it? I've got a couple more years before I have to worry about that. Okay. Just send the money. Gotcha. Okay. That's funny. Cool. Okay. Well, we're 2 minutes late. I don't know if anyone's been in the shadows, want to say hello, or if anything else to share, but I will let you all get on with your evening. I appreciate you being here. I hope that you enjoyed this topic. Again, if there's anything specific that you'd like me to talk about in the new year, please let me know. I'm trying to put together my schedule of topics and want to kind of group them where it makes sense. So if anything that would be interesting to you or what you believe would be great for the broader community, I would love to hear from you. Okay? I mean it. And I think with that, I will go ahead and close out. Thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing holiday. If you don't pop in next week, but I will be here same time, 6:05 on Christmas Eve. May do something kind of festive, holiday related. Drink some eggnog, kind of just hang out. No particular topic at all, just a hangout session. Might have folks pop up just to say hello, Happy New Year. I think that would be fun. If you all are interested in doing that, kind of coming up on the panel and saying hello, I would welcome that. And I can personally thank you for being a part of the community. You do not have to be on camera. I will be on camera, but you don't have to. I just want to, if you pop in the backstage, I just want to see you, that you are who you are. And then you can go off camera again, and then I would love to have you pop up I think I'll do it for the Christmas Eve, if not for the New Year, or maybe both. I don't know. We'll see. Whoever pops in, we'll play it that way. But have an amazing night. Have a great week ahead. Stay safe. Stay warm if you're in a cold area. And I will see you in the next live. And look out for my next video, whenever that will be. But soon, very soon. And let me do my little thing. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much for being a part of the Fireside community.
Is that it?
Yep, that's
it. It's that simple?
Yep. It's that simple. Thanks, everyone. Have a good